Today, let's take a look at this 2023 Ford F150 XL, courtesy of Yark Automotive Group, listed for the live market price of $44,620 with a clean Carfax report that is available on the listing site that will be linked in the description below. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. This is a brand new truck. The exterior color is known as Agate Black, and it's finished over a black cloth interior. This is the new mid-cycle refresh body style. Everything has been updated. Starting at the front, we have this massive body color grille, LED front lights. We're also riding on Hankook tires, Dynapro AT2s, these cool machine Ford wheels. This is also the STX package, so this is kind of the entry-level sport package. We have a standard box. To the back, we have this F150 badge stamped to the back with a gigantic Ford logo, and we can see that this is an EcoBEAST. Tailgate is not easy to sit down. We don't have a bed liner either, but we have plenty of room for cargo back here. Recommend putting a bed liner in for whatever you're going to haul. You can drop one in or have a spray on. Up here we have cargo racks on either side. We do not have a bed step on this one. Overall, this is a handsome truck. The black cleans up well, and this truck is only showing over 2,000 miles. Down here we have these body colored aluminum running boards with Ford stamped right in the middle. Let's go ahead and get into the back seat. This is a full crew cab. We have cloth seats throughout, a lot of cloth material, hard touch material. But fit and finish is rather fantastic, and this is a really spacious truck. I'm very impressed. And I thought Rams were spacious, but this might just beat it out. Plenty of legroom back here. Of course, that seat is moved up a little bit, but you still have plenty of legroom over there. Plenty of room for your head. Headroom is great. Cup holders right there. We have a 12-volt outlet right there, along with a USB-C and USB port right there. 2 climate control vents. We also have 2 cup holders at the back and a slot for a phone. These seats are also split 60-40, so they do slide up. Let's check out the front. All new interior, all new switchgear. Again, this is the mid-cycle refresh, so this is all improved and updated. The seats are cloth. They are the most comfortable cloth seats I think I have ever sat in. I could totally take this 500 miles or cross country on a road trip or pull something with it and know that my family will be perfectly comfortable in this interior. It is really comfortable. You have adjustable bolstering support. All the controls are down there. You have additional back support if you wanted to poke into your back a little bit, and if you also wanted to sink in, you can change that as well. But starting over here, we have power locks on the doors. We have more visibility. This is a signature Ford design cue. Power locks, power mirrors, power everything galore. Here's our exit handle. Very classic Ford design found on the Super Duty. Bed lights, automatic lights, light control for the dimming gauge cluster, parking brake, cruise control set. We do have lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control. We also have controls for the menu screen. All of this fit and finish is very well executed. Nice use of materials. No panel gaps. Not a lot of really rough edges or anything like that. All the materials feel premium, even though this is an entry-level truck. We have a traditional column shift, much smaller than the competition, but if your foot is on the brake and you open the door, look at that. A lot of Chrysler products with the knob, they will actually default to park if you open the door or turn the engine off when it's running in gear, but I've never seen that before. But I'm happy to know that the column shifter is still there, and you can also shift this manually. This is a 10-speed automatic transmission mated to a 2.7-liter twin-turbo EcoBEAST that makes 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Let me tell you, this thing is fast. Down here we have our drive modes, 4 high, 4 low, and 2-wheel drive. We have different climate controls here with these really futuristic looking lights. All of the preset buttons are right there. We have a decent sized display screen with the Ford Sync system, which is much clearer than the previous models. Not a ton of lag, very clear, easy to use. A big upgrade from previous generation models that had the older system. Got more USBs up there, a 12-volt outlet right there. If you get a higher trim level, obviously this will become a full outlet, but we have a nice storage bin right there and a glove box. This is also lockable. 2 cup holders up front, a deep storage pocket right there with another storage pocket up there with 2 more USBs, and a vinyl covered center console that is extremely deep with a change holder that is removable. Putting my GoPro box in there as an example. This is also lockable. And on the higher equipped trucks, this can also be turned into a tray. Very cool. Extremely comfortable interior. This is absolutely phenomenal how Ford has been able to pull this off. This is really, I used to be all about Ram, but I guess Ford might steal the cake here. They do make a fabulous interior. Their quality control has greatly improved, and the use of materials has greatly improved as well. Everything is so laid out nice, nice to touch, great fit and finish. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this truck on the road. Taking the F-150 out for a test drive. I gotta say, in such little time I've spent with this truck, I am thoroughly impressed. I drove an F-150. I used to daily drive one, a 2011 with a 5-liter V8, and it was comfortable. That was my favorite generation F-150, and I didn't really give much thought to these ones because, you know, these are brand new and they just rolled off the assembly line. I drove one to New York with the 5-liter, a 21 model. Actually, no, it was a 23 model, but this is the second 2023 I've driven, and I have to say, I am thoroughly impressed in every single manner. The interior, the engine, everything. It is absolutely fantastic. We'll now demonstrate when we get a break of just how fast this little V6 is. This is twin turbocharged. It's not the most powerful variant. The most powerful variant is, of course, the 3.5-liter twin turbo EcoBEAST, but this definitely can still get up and go. Holy shit. That's crazy. 60 miles an hour just like that. That is absolutely insane. This is a twin turbo 2.7 liter EcoBoost. It's crazy. I'm awestruck. This thing has no right to be this fast. When I was driving it over here to start filming, I got wheel spin through first and second gear, which in a baby V6, it's incredible. Shifting is seamless. It's phenomenal. The 10-speed is what makes this truck so great. It helps make it really so fantastic. A lot of trucks still have the 8-speed, but Ford has defaulted to the 10-speed in all of their trucks, all the F-150s at least. But I'm just blown away. I think Ford has really done a fantastic job of showing that you can get V8 power from a little V6 with 2 turbochargers, and it works really well. On the brakes here in traffic, the brakes feel great. Brand new brakes. Like I said, this is a clean Carfax one-owner truck. No accidents or any damages have been reported at all. This is awesome. Everybody dogs on the V6, but I'm telling you, they're pushing V8 power, and they will absolutely humiliate a V8 with a tune or any kind of aftermarket mods, because these engines that Ford is putting out right now are incredibly capable and incredibly tunable. It's really fantastic. It's smooth. You can't even feel it shifting. It usually sits in 8th or 9th gear, which is crazy to say for a truck, but it's crazy. It doesn't make a whisper of noise. I used to be against the whole V6 thing, but now after exposing myself to a few of them, this is the way, you know. as much as I love V8s, and I know like if you're gonna buy a truck, you have to have a V8, but I'm telling you, the V6 is now gonna be taking it over. Of course, you still have the 5-liter V8, but the 5-liter V8 is awesome. But for a base model with the base motor, this is really incredible. Jesus. It's fantastic. Getting onto the highway, still just as smooth as in the city, just as quiet, not even peaking 2,000 RPM, just above 1,000, sitting at 1,300. Making our way up to speed with no problem. It's so incredibly smooth. If you do want to get on it, it kicks it down no problem. It's so crazy to see that 325 horsepower in a truck like this is just, it moves it so well. On the highway like this, quiet and smooth. No noise from the tires, barely any wind noise, no noise from the engine. Cruising at 72 miles an hour just fine. Nothing bothers you. It's really incredible. Ford always knows what to do when they build these things. It's absolutely crazy how every single year they end up having the best-selling truck. It's phenomenal. I don't know what it is. Brakes hard on the brakes. Not even really a tight jab, and it brings us down to speed. Putting it through the roundabout to test its cornering. Definitely truck-like. You can sense the body roll. No tire squeal though. Stays planted and firm on the heavy-duty suspension. By-wire steering makes this joyful to drive, as always. On the brakes, throw it in. Hard to run the brakes again. Brakes are strong and responsive. This is incredible handling from this truck. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. It's so good on the road. It's so good in the corners. The driving position is fantastic. You feel protected. You feel comfortable. The seats are cushy. You don't need leather seats in this truck. You could totally rock the cloth long term with no problem. It's just a fantastic, comfortable place to be. It's really no wonder why Ford keeps selling these things, even with a tiny 2.7 liter engine. Of course, GM is doing the same thing, but clearly that doesn't have anything to give when compared to this. It's fantastic. And what you're getting for it, you'll love it. I never really wanted to make the switch to Ford because I had a Ram a couple years ago and I thought I'd stick with that. But after driving this new one, I might have to make the switch from Chrysler. It doesn't behave like a truck does. doesn't accelerate like a truck would, doesn't corner like a truck would. It's really impressive. And remember, this truck can be yours, and you will not be disappointed with it. And you will not be disappointed with Yark Auto, because we have the best service, the best prices, the best team, the best dealership around. Just like you can't beat an F-150, you can't beat Yark Automotive Group. So if you enjoyed this video or like this vehicle, be sure to check us out at yarkauto.com. That's Yark Automotive Group, where you can find hundreds of certified pre-owned and new vehicles, where we also provide a full Carfax report along with live market pricing to be sure that you are getting the fairest deal. Our prices are competitive, but you can't get any better pricing than Yark Automotive Group. The F-150 is fantastic, and you'll get fantastic service here, a fantastic buying experience for an even more fantastic truck. At Yark Automotive, remember, our slogan is, we've got just what you're looking for, and this truck proves it.